What's up, peeps on replay, peeps on live, people in the art of powerful alignment? We are at the Overview Experience in Montreal, Canada. It's snowing outside. We're nearing the end. People have had some incredible breakthroughs and transformations. People who have been struggling with stress, anxiety, depression. Amazing breakthroughs like Kayla getting here from Ottawa, having panic attacks, and for the first time in 6 years is able to get over here. Kim Gilmore-Beard, who has been basically paralyzed in her room with anxiety for the past, I don't know how many years, and is now able to come here and have huge breakthroughs and transformations and participate. So, I don't know, this is one of those things where I didn't think it was going to be happening, and here we are doing it all over again, and it looks like we're getting back on the horse with this. So I wanted to talk to a couple participants and so that they can share what their experience has been like. Let me know where you're tuning in from. Here, Laura and Jen.
Hey, Facebook Live.
Hey, everybody.
So, Jen, tell us who you are and what your experience has been. How did you hear about this? Why are you here? What did you just discover?
So it was this crazy, surreal experience where I heard about Nima through a friend. I told myself that this year was going to be my year because I try to always make my year better than the last, and I wanted to find my tribe. I joined a self-help book club. They told me about Nima. I said, who the hell is this Dr.Nima guy? So I showed up at your first workshop. You had a 2-hour speech, and I was blown away with every word that came out of your mouth. I was in tears. I was in the corner, and I was just, I was flabbergasted at what I saw. I connected with you, and everything that you said resonated with me, and it just broke me down to tears, and I knew that I was in love with you and that I wanted to work with you. So ever since, I'm like, okay, I got to come to your workshop. I have to see you in action, changing lives, making a difference, inspiring people, and here I am. You made a difference in my life, and I thank you for it. Everybody in there loves you.
What did you see over there? Enough of that. Enough about me. Let's talk about you. What did you see and what did you experience in there about, have you ever been to workshops like that before? What did you
Never
see?
before. To be able to see and witness, especially with my camera, I got it all on tape. To be able to see and witness everybody in the room, we're a group of 20. There was not a dry eye in there. Everybody, they were exploring themselves, exploring the fear, the hate, the disappointment, the anger, the frustration, the happiness, all those beautiful feelings and emotions and the guilt. To be able to, from yesterday to now, the transformation, the self-actualization, it's beautiful. It's beauty in the breakdown. And it's because of you, Nima, so thank you for it.
And my dear Laura, who is here from Vancouver en route to her journey, en route to Holland. And so do you want to share what your experience is like? What do you have to say about, the energy in the room, and for people who are feeling sick, stressed, stuck, what's available to them?
Basically, a sense of calm. That's what's available. And we've all been there. We've all been stressed. We've all been in places of anxiety and depression. And to come to, I met Nima about 8 months ago, and I did a workshop with him in the summertime, and I cleared some things then. But to come again, when you do certain things like that, you think, okay, well, I'm kind of good now. But when you come again, you realize there's more shit. And then you're going to come the next time, and then there's more shit. And it's great because, like Jen said, you're breaking through shit. You're crying. Things are getting real. But that's when the beauty actually comes from the transformation. And even if you think you're good, you're still not good. There's always more.
There's always stuff
There's always more.
Yeah.
There's always stuff to improve. So this has been amazing to.
It is amazing.
But forever grateful for everything that you do.
And guess who else is here? This guy. This guy's here. A good buddy, Stefan Gardner. So what have you seen as far? You've been there from the inception. Actually, you've been there from the inception of Overview, and you've seen the complete transformation. You've gone from the 1 day to the 2 day to the hiatus that we took for like the past. What have you observed as far as what's available when people are attending and doing this type of work?
Coming from the background that I have come from, it's very easy for a person like myself who loves to claim that they're non-judgmental to become a very judging person. And that is one of the for me was a very important piece to go through and understand. Because once you're able to understand that, hey, I can't fake it, I might as well just embrace it. I'm pissed, or I am angry or frustrated or whatever. And then, acknowledge it, recognize it, and then recognize that, do I really want to keep doing this? And that takes being humble. And that's what I see here. And that's just a transformation of what we had done before with what we have now. Is before I recognized that even myself with, the camera skills and everything else, I was as pumped up into making, Nima, into, the overview, and into the biggest thing in the world. And what I realized that, as much as I was claiming other people weren't authentic with it, I wasn't authentic with it. And so I had to come to terms with that also. And using this work, I don't do it as much as everyone else, but every once in a while I get it, and it comes up, and stuff comes up, but to be able to know that I have something that I can just use very simply, that I don't need to spend 6 hours on, I can just do, and I can do it in my head in meditation or something. It's profound, because you know that you can actually get through stuff. You know you can get over stuff and things that you would normally live with for years or decades or even more. And so to be able to come back and engage and be free of a lot of the stuff that I had going on, and be in that space where I can just be who I am and recognize, how do I want to further contribute into the future, instead of regretting all the stuff I didn't do in the past or whatever. And being able to see the transformation that the tool has taken place, and also the transformation of Nima himself. It's very inspiring. It's very inspiring.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. This has been a labor of love. I've got to. I thank you so much.
Love you.
Love you. And so, I want to take a moment. Everybody's doing the work, and we've pair shared. We partnered up. Hey, Dee, what's up? Hey, Catherine. Ron, what's going on? And I just want you guys to see everybody actually doing the work. And that's Kayla, and she is from Ottawa, and she's in Montreal. They're doing the work there. And we got everybody doing their pair sharing, and they're actually helping each other through some really stressful scenes. As you can see here, I'm going to show you. This is Xavier. He's going through it. He's going through it. Yeah. And here we go.
She needed that. She needed
Here we go.
for you to go through that. She needed to cut it off. You see that? You see that? In that moment.
So we got people doing some really deep emotional work, clearing their stresses. Imagine if you're feeling like you're sick, stressed, or you're stuck in one or more areas of your life. Consider that there's a resentment that's holding you back. And we've got back into doing the live trainings, but this is one of those things where I do one-on-one with people, and I love teaching people how to clear their own shit. And as Dee will tell you, hey Dee, what's up? Once you learn this stuff, when stressful events come, imagine being able to have a tool that you're able to clear whatever's in your path, and then take a step forward with inspiration rather than reactivity. This method has gone through a huge transformation. I've gone through my own challenges and change, and everything that I learn, I go through shit, I learn, I integrate it, and then I teach it. And so we teach what we most want to learn, and I wanted to learn how to deal with my anxiety, my stress, the stress of expansion, and live, the stress of the cost of living your purpose, the stress of the cost of living a very challenging dream. And so if you have a dream of being able to do something that's unreasonable to most people around you, like your family and friends, then you're not alone. And these tools will help you step up into expansion. Like Kim Gilmore Beard, in October, was paralyzed with anxiety and depression, and she wasn't able to move. And here she is, she got on a plane, and she's here sharing, and that's her right there. And there's Jad. What's up, buddy? Catherine's son, Jad. And people are having some real crazy breakthroughs, and they're helping each other through, and that's really what this whole community and this tribe is all about. And so I hope that one day you'll feel inspired to attend one of these workshops, because the feeling and the transformation that we received and we experienced is like something that we're going to want to do again and again. So it's in the works to create one in March in Vancouver. And as we see, we were sold out this time, and we have a limit of seating for next time. We can only take about 15 people at a time based on the number of facilitators we got. So make sure that you put it in the plans to attend, and private message me if you want to have a private conversation, if something's going on that's causing you to feel like you're lost, like you're drifting, like you have a broken down integrity with one of the relationships in your life, that you don't feel a sense of power and you feel disempowered, and you feeling a lack of self-esteem, lack of self-confidence that's stopping you from being able to take a step or make a move that is expansive in nature, send me a private message. I'd love to have a chat with you to see if you would be right for this. I mean, this is not for people who want to stay stuck in the story and be right and play the victim role. That's definitely not, it's not for you. But if you're ready to step it up and you learn a little bit more, send me a private message. I'd love to chat with you. And if you have any questions, let me know. But see you at the next perfect time.